Alright.
There are instances of magic in Latin, Greek, and Shakespearean literature. In works such as Tibullus 1.2, see passage A. Theocritus' Second Idyll is passage B. And Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream, magic occurs and plays a role in instances of love. In Latin love elegy, the main goal of the poet is to woo the woman for whom the poet is meant. In Tibullus 1.2, the poet calls upon the powers of a saga, or witch, to help him with his love. In the Greek idyls, magic is used in instances of love as well. In Theocritus' Second Idyll, magic is used by Samantha, a follower of Hecate, to spite a neglectful lover. In Shakespeare's The Midsummer Night's Dream, magic is used by mystical woodland fairies, who use an enchanted flower to determine who falls in love with whom. Magic is often a last resort to which characters in these works turn in order to achieve the goals they had concerning love. In Tibullus 1.2, the poet speaks of his encounter with a saga. He has been promised success in love by the saga, and then goes on to list her magical abilities. Oh how a truthful witch promised me with her magic. I myself saw this woman leading the stars away from the sky. With a spell she turned the course of a thrashing river, and having sung, she split the earth and from their tombs she drew forth ghosts and summoned bones from a warm funeral pyre. Now she holds the infernal crowd with hissing magic. Now she, those infernal ones who have been sprinkled with milk, she orders them to retreat. Tibullus here relies on magic to fix his problems in love. And since this poem is a paracosytheron, the poem is trying to woo the woman on the other side of the door. He has not succeeded through rhetoric, so he mentions how he has been promised success by means of magic. As a last resort, Tibullus turns to magic, even though it's not the most revered path to take. Though Tibullus is generous enough to call the saga truthful, his description of the saga is still one that portrays her negatively. Tibullus describes her as a literal hellraiser. She manipulates nature and controls an army of dead. The saga appears to be powerful and manipulative, as demonstrated by her powers and magical feats, so it seems as though she will be an effective asset in Tibullus' endeavors in love. But there is also a negative connotation associated with the word saga that Tibullus uses, which suggests that the magical means towards which Tibullus now digresses are not admirable. Here, magic is used in desperation, but also as a fail-safe for the co-host, or lure of the woman, to finally win over the girl on the other side of the door. Since the wielder of the magic, the saga, is not viewed as a positive character, thus magic is thusly stained by her bad reputation, making magic carry a negative connotation when it is used in the poem. Since magic shows up as a last resort, it means that the poet's passes at the love interest are now failing. Magic is directly associated with the failure of the poet to woo the love interest. Magic is not just another attempt in the poet's battle in love, but it is also an ominous marker of his potential failure in love. In Theocritus' Second Idyll, passage B, which is in Greek, it reads, "Where are my babes? Come, Vestilis. Where are my love charms? Come, crown me the bowl with the crimson flower of wool. I would fain have the fire spell to my cruel dear, that for 12 days hath not so much as come anigh to me. The wretch nor knows not whether I be alive or dead, nay, nor even hath knocked upon my door. Implacable man, I warrant ye love, and the lady be gone away with his deep fancy. In the morning I'll go to Megatus' school and see him, and ask what he means to use me so. But for tonight I'll put the spell of fire upon him. So shine me fair, sweet moon, for to thee, still goddess, is my song. To thee and that Hecate infernal, who makes even the whelps to shiver on her goings to and fro, where these tunes be and the red blood lies. All hail to thee, dread and awful Hecate. I prithee, so bear me company, that this medicine of my making prove potent as any of Circe's or Medea's, or pyramids of golden hair." Samantha uses magic to spite her neglectful lover, Delphus. Samantha uses a fire spell on the neglectful lover, as she is a follower of Hecate and an admirer of Medea and Circe. Hecate is a goddess of dark sorcery. Medea is a notoriously wicked sorceress associated with Hecate as well. Circe in the Odyssey is equally as wretched, as she turns all of the Odysseus' manage's swine. Samantha's magic is used to punish someone in the context of love. The power of magic here is still essential in performing the necessary action, but this circumstance is different than in the Pericossytheron, 12.2. The goal here is revenge by magic, fueled by love or lack thereof. The wielder of the magic, Samantha, is unhappy with her love interest, whereas the poets in the Pericossythera are always enamored by their love. Even though Samantha uses magic to spite her lover, the purpose of the magic is to potentially ameliorate the amorous issue at hand. Samantha has been ignored by her lover and thus turns to magic to fix her problems with him. Magic is the last resort to which she returns in order to help herself in the predicament of love. Though magic is used for the purpose of making amorous relationships better, magic is still a negative image when it comes to love. In Theocritus' second idol, magic is only invoked when love is at its minimum. In Pericossythera, magic appears under similar circumstances in which the poet has run out of other options. When magic appears, it marks the recession of love. In Theocritus' second idol, magic and its wielder are not viewed as righteous nor particularly good in any way. There is mention of Hecate, which indicates the magic being used is evil is of an evil nature, for Hecate is a major sorceress associated with the infernal. This is similar to the saga in regards to the fact that they, both Samantha and Hecate, are viewed negatively. There is also mention of Medea and Circe, notably wicked sorceresses. Magic and its wielder here take on the same persona as they do in Tibullus 1.2, a Pericossytheron, in which both magic and its wielder are contemptible. Magic in Theocritus' second idol shares some other aspects in common with magic in Latin Pericossythera, like Tibullus 1.2. In both, magic is used as a last resort, and it can thusly be determined to be a marker of the absence of reciprocating love. When magic is present in Latin love elegy, it means that the poet has been unable to successfully manage amorous affairs. He calls upon magic in desperation to fix his problem with the love interest. In Tibullus 1.2, the poet receives the help from the saga to win the favor of his love because all of his pleading and poetry directed at the woman on the other side of the door is failing. He has run out of tactics to woo the woman and thus has to rely on the magic of the saga to win her over. And in Theocritus' second idol, Samantha uses magic as a solution to her problems in love. Her lover is being neglectful, and she, having had enough, uses a fire spell in order to teach Delphus, her lover, a lesson. Samantha has to resort to the use of magic because her romantic relationship with Delphus is not going to work out. Since magic is the last resort for both Tibullus and other Roman elegists and Samantha, it marks the failure of all amorous endeavors. Magic only appears when a romantic relationship is on the verge of falling to pieces, and in desperation, magic is used to put an end to the problems of love. In Shakespearean literature, such as in Midsummer Night's Dream, there are instances of love as well. A Midsummer Night's Dream is about the complicated web of love that is woven between the many characters by means of magic. There are magical characters who are the fairies Oberon, Titania, and Puck. The premise is that Titania has an Indian boy whom she will not allow Oberon to see. Oberon makes it his goal to see this boy, and since Titania refuses him access, she turns to magic in order to achieve his. In order to achieve his goal. Oberon uses a magical flower to trick Titania into liking him again. The flower, once anointed on someone's eyes, makes the anointed fall in love with the next person that he or she sees. The flower's magic is used on many of the numerous characters, including Titania. Eventually, Oberon's plan works, and when the spell is broken on Titania, she sees how she has been courting the homely bottom and accepts Oberon back into her good graces. A Midsummer Night's Dream, like Theocritus' second idol, uses magic to exact revenge in the name of an amorous relationship. In this play, Oberon is upset about Titania keeping her baby from him, which fuels him to exact his plan with the magical flower. While Oberon uses a magical flower to carry out his revenge, Samantha uses a fire spell. Also, there are similarities in that the herbs, the bay leaves from the idol, and a flower, the crimson flower of wool from the idol, are used to create Samantha's magical spell, while a flower is used in the Midsummer Night's Dream. In Tibullus 1.2, no flowers are used by the saga in her spells, but like in Tibullus 1.2, the male suitor has another person use magic for their very own purpose. In A Midsummer Night's Dream, Oberon enlists the help of Puck to do his dirty work while Tibullus uses the saga. There is a mix between the Greek and Roman works that combine to make A Midsummer Night's Dream's magical aesthetic. In A Midsummer Night's Dream, magic occurs quite differently than it does in Greek and Roman works. In Shakespeare's play, the use of magic is less direct, and the magic itself comes from it, and the fairies themselves are magical beings. The magic of the flower is used on many different characters in Midsummer Night's Dream, whereas in Theocritus' second idol, in Tibullus 1.2, magic is used directly against the love interest. The magic of the flower is related directly to love, but its use is contrasting in that the flower is not to be used directly on Titania to make her give over her baby. Instead, the magic is spread amongst the characters. It is a potent magic like that of the saga, and it is related to nature like much of the saga's spells. Unlike Samantha's fire spell, though, this magic causes love rather than punishing a lover. Samantha's fire spell is used in the context of love, but the magic itself is painful and explosive rather than manipulative. A manipulative, natural magic like that of the saga and the flower from Midsummer Night's Dream. However, Theocritus' second idol does mention aspects of nature in the making of the incantation, so there is still a connection in that all three works incorporate nature into their magic. A Midsummer Night's Dream shares many qualities with Pericositron in Theocritus' second idol. In A Midsummer Night's Dream, there's a magical flower, like the herbs and like the natural spells of the saga. However, the use of magic in A Midsummer Night's Dream is less directed in accomplishing overall goal than the magic in both Theocritus' and second idol and Tibullus 1.2. In all three works, there are similarities and differences, though there are mostly similarities. Shakespeare's work is no doubt influenced by Greek and Roman magical literature. There's bibliography on the other side of the handout.
So first, are there any questions for Mohammed? If you want to. No? Actually, I do have a question.
All right.
You're actually often talking about how magic was used for mischievous purposes or like vengeful means. Are there, like, any time in your research have you found times where magic is used from a beneficial? Sense?
Beneficial in terms of?
I'd say more. Oftentimes, like, it's having more of a bad connotation as opposed to being used for the good of others. More of an altruistic.
Definite. In my research, it was in other poems. It was used. The only way it could be phrased as beneficial would be still in a selfish context in which the poet would want it to better the situation, but it was no by no means better for the world or people other than himself and his life.